Welcome to Parker is My Town. Hi, I'm Ann Barrington with the Barrington Group Real Estate and a member of Parker Town Council. And we are back for part 2 with our wonderful business owners who have volunteered to come in and share more about their businesses, about themselves. But today I just want to talk to you a little bit more about the My Mainstreet Project because it's such a big deal for our town. And I'm going to start with Josh.
Sure.
Because you are, this is kind of a two-part question for you. I would like to know what your thoughts are as a business owner on the My Mainstreet Project and how you feel it could benefit yours and everyone's business. But then I would also kind of like to hear your thoughts as a town council member.
By all means.
And maybe they're one and the same. But.
Yeah, I think there's definitely things that are the same, but I think that they're, the big difference for me, I believe in My Main Street. I've always believed in My Main Street. My Main Street didn't just start with the branded My Main Street and P3 and the town. My Main Street started even before I opened Fika in 2008 with the organization that I talked about last time. The Downtown Development Council was started by the landowners of downtown Parker, and their goal was to fill those lots. The town acquired some lots through purchases, and it was always a dream to have connectivity of Main Street. The fruition finally happened with the town and thankfully with confluence companies, but the dream started decades ago. As a business owner, when I first was looking at buying what is now Fika Coffee House, of course I looked at the plans for Main Street and what was going to happen, and got to know those landowners and those building owners. And as Fika, I'm very blessed. We have a great coffee shop. We have a great brand that took years to establish, but we're also a monopoly. We are the only coffee shop on Main Street. Do I know that I'm going to get competition? Absolutely. Am I excited about that competition? No, not really. I've got a pretty good brand and I've got a captured market, and I feel pretty good about it. But I know that there's going to be a new coffee shop that's going to come into one of those buildings, and they're going to have beautiful subway tile and cement floors and a dark granite countertop and be that fourth wave coffee. And am I worried? No, Parker takes care of their own, and that's fine. But the competition's coming, and I'm going to have to step up my game, and that's going to make me a stronger business. It's going to make us more resilient. We already are. We got through the recession. We got through COVID. We got through everything. We're definitely a resilient business, but it's coming. But that benefits Parker as a whole, and I think that that's what the big picture needs to be. I'm not looking out just for Fika. I'm not looking out just to make sure that my business survives. And I think that's the mentality that you see downtown. We are not just a bunch of businesses in a branded, just in a regular old strip mall. We are businesses that in a community center. It is, we help each other out, and, we share employees or whatever it is we do. It's about all of us. And I know that it's been said many times before, but, rising tides raise all ships. Stephen Strain said it to me, would have been 15 years ago, and talking about what the dream was for Main Street back then was that the more walkability we can get down here, the more people we can get down here, it benefits Kilwins, it benefits the Nest, it benefits the local, it benefits Fika. If another coffee shop comes down, I'll be the first one in there to shake their hand and say welcome, because it's not me versus them. Right. It's Parker. And I hate to say this, but it's Parker versus Lone Tree. It's Parker versus Southlands. It's all of us together to get our people to stay in Parker. That's the most important thing. We want Parker citizens to shop and be the destination, as Don mentioned last time, be the destination where they bring their grandmas in and their aunts in, and they come in and show the brand that is Parker. And that's only going to get better as we build out Main Street.
So that sounds to me like you have an abundance mentality. And for some people that may have said that the My Main Street Project was self-serving for you, it's quite the opposite, because you are basically bringing in your own competition.
By all means, yeah. It's
we all are.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's
Everyone was
about Parker. You know, it's not about Fika. It's not about Killen. It's not about the Nest. It's not about the local. It's not about any of the other businesses down there. It's about Parker. You know, and I it's very important that when I'm on town council, I'm voting for what's best for 60,000. I am not voting for what's best for downtown. I'm not voting what's best for Fika. I'm voting for what's best for all the citizens of Parker. And then what's best for them is a walkable downtown that they will spend their money in. I mean, we get 75% of our revenue on average from sales tax. How do we adapt to a new economy without big boxes? You know, without those big stores that are closing. Everybody's heard the rumors that another one's going to go down, and you know, it how do you adapt to that? Yeah, we got people shopping at home, and more people are rebating on sales tax, and that's great. But we give them what they want close to their homes, and what they want is walkability. They want Old Littleton, they want Old Arvada, they want those downtown niche main streets. They want that in Parker, and we have it branded. We don't have to build it like other people are trying to do.
It sounds like you answered for both your business and for on a council
Oh,
level.
by all means. Yeah, it's about Parker, and I believe it's what people want for their downtown.
So Don, what do you know about the My Mainstreet Project, and how do you feel it could affect your business?
You know, I had a unique opportunity to talk to people. Being a new business on Main Street, I think people didn't see me as having like one stance on one side or the other about it. And I had a lot of the community come in and chat with me about it. And I think that one of the biggest things, everybody wants to keep Parker a small town. And I think no one wants to lose that. And if you just spend 5 minutes on Main Street, it's magical. There is, the minute we were there, other business owners were offering to help. And it's amazing, from business owners to customers. But we are a big little town. But no one is going to let that magic go. And it's just going to be more magical. There are, of course, going to be bumps. I mean, that's life. You can't think of your wedding day. There's always something that wasn't perfect. Or think of the best event you've ever been to. There's always something that isn't exactly as you planned, or somebody forgot to put the chicken in, or who knows what it is, right? So you can focus on all the things that might not be perfect, or you could focus on all the wonderful things that are going to come for it, for the town, for the businesses, for the residents, all of the things that, yes, there will be growing pains, but the end result is going to be magical. It's going to be great.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, Susan, I guess we're running out of time here, but why don't you, what are your thoughts on the...
Well, I want to echo what Josh said about competition. I mean, I know that Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory or Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs, somebody's going to show up in these 5 parcels of land that we just sold, right? So, and again, I'll be the first one to offer them something that they don't sell. Let's say our fudge or our apples or whatever, whatever it is, and just welcome them to the block, because that's just the kind of people that we are downtown. Yeah. We have a camaraderie, and we love welcoming new people. As you said, you felt we're very welcomed. I mean, I was invited to the Downtown Business Alliance meetings a year before my store opened, as the construction was going on. And I just felt embraced by this downtown community. And with that said, I don't think we're going to have difficulty finding small businesses to occupy the spaces, the retail spaces that are supposed to go down, because people are going to want to either move from other areas in Parker to the downtown area, or, maybe they're like me, just families, mom and pop kind of people who maybe it's their dream to open up a place in downtown Parker, and I hope to attract. I hope that we attract these kind of people, just because they want to feel like we feel, just part of a community, And I'm not looking forward to construction down there, which is inevitable, like you went through in '08. Not looking forward to that. We'll get through it, and like you said,
Right.
and we'll Godspeed, right? I think it'll be great.
Well, it sounds like all three of you are very for the project, and I'm very excited that it's coming. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously, but right now there's 0 vacancies for any commercial space downtown. So if you want a place on Main Street, you need to look forward to this development.
Yeah, for sure.
And we all have, I don't think a lot of people don't realize that the owners of the businesses downtown live in Parker. So
Right.
this isn't only beneficial to our businesses, but this is beneficial to our families and our growing families,
Absolutely.
right? We have children and, I want my family to enjoy the new restaurants that are coming and my grandchildren to enjoy the new park that's coming or what have you. So I'm excited about it from a business standpoint and a family, resident standpoint.
Equally.
We want it to be hip,
Yeah,
so our kids do want to
Yeah.
come back someday.
right.
So, well, thank you so much for your time and for coming in. And it's been just great getting to know you better. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So tune in next time for our next episode of Parker is My Town.